Playoff hockey.
Yeah, playoff hockey.
You got to be pretty pumped to battle back, tie that late, and then get it done in overtime. Shows a lot of growth there.
Yeah, you know what? I really liked our first period. We came out with a lot of energy, a lot of urgency, carried over from last game, built the lead, and then the second period they got a couple bounces. But that's part of their tactic and strategy is putting pucks to the net, and 2 hit skates and went in. And then we had a bad line change on the third goal, and so they got up 4-3. And then we give our kids credit for battling back and then finding a way to win it in overtime.
It says 4 goals on the scoreboard, but I think really the better part of a month, maybe more, the defense, they've been solid to shut it down.
Yeah, you know what? Our defense played great tonight. I give the guys a lot of credit. Our game defensively was solid both games. So now we just got to get ready to go on the road, and it's come out of here. They came out of here with a split, and now it's a 3-game series in Abbotsford.
Coach, congrats on the win. A little broader picture question. Tonight felt like a testament to a lot of what the Firebirds have accomplished in our brief but very successful history, and also to what you guys have continually battled toward this year. I think you guys overcome a lot, and tonight was a good example. Is that something that you talk about with the team at all in that context?
Not really. You know what? I think going into the series we talk about that, but when you're in the midst of a series, it's all about adjustments, getting ready for the next game. And I thought our guys did a great job with some of the adjustments that we looked at, and obviously getting 3 goals from our back end was huge tonight, and getting that lead in the first period. That's a hell of a hockey club over there. And I ran 3 lines pretty hot today, and obviously we got stuck out with our 4th line. They got scored on that first goal, changed the flow of the game a little bit. But, our guys play hard for each other, as most teams do, and anybody play this time of year in the playoffs. And you saw how hard our guys played at the end of the game to get that back to 4-4 and to get the game winner.
I was going to reference that some of the lineup changes and some guys making their debuts tonight, but really for the third period, maybe some of the second, and then the overtime, a couple of those guys, yeah, you're basically 3 lines throughout that stretch?
Yeah, it might have been after that first goal against. It was 3 lines hard.
Okay, a lot of minutes for those guys, undoubtedly.
Tomorrow's a day off. This time of year, you don't worry about minutes, you play. Guys want to play, guys want to be in the moment, and our guys did a great job of managing the moment.
Coach, congrats on the win. You referenced the 3 goals by defensemen. Was that a strategic plan to get more shots from them from the point, or did it just coincidentally happen?
That's part of our tactics as any team. Get pucks to the net and bodies to the net, and they found ways to get in.
We know Ty Nelson has a shot that people have ballyhooed as able to make, laser beam type shots like that. Is that something that is, have you seen that kind of thing in practice? Because he hasn't really got a lot of those in games.
No, when you're in a playoff series like you are right now, you're focused on just getting pucks to the net. I think his was kind of a roller, might have bent around a corner, but it doesn't matter how you get it there. You get it to the net, and then you let the forwards do the work at the net. And I thought our D did a great job tonight of getting those pucks past their first and second layers, and that's all about tempo of offense.
Coach, tonight in the face-off dot, the linesmen just were taking a little bit of control of the game.
No comment. Finish the question, but I'll
And that's what I was expecting.
Yeah, it's tough. It's you've got centermen that go in to take the face off. They have a strategy, and then when puts a hand up for a warning, then kicks the other centerman out, then kicks you out. It really changes the flow of the game, right? And so at the end of the day, I'm sure the supervisor looks after that and they deal with that stuff.
Coach, you already touched on this earlier, but I want to ask you a little more specifically. You mentioned the sense of urgency you guys clearly played with tonight. It was really fun to watch. Can you speak to what it was like on the bench as you guys fell behind, and then maybe in the intermission right before overtime, just the energy that you guys had?
I give our group a lot of credit. We were very calm on the bench, even when they got to 3-2. Like, I wasn't going to take a timeout there. I didn't mind our game. They got a couple lucky bounces, and we did a great job of defending and just playing the way we wanted to play. And then obviously when we got down late in the third there, we had 6 minutes left there to battle back, and it was calm on the bench. We knew what we needed to do, and we got pucks to the net, and when we had some great looks in the third period to go up 4-2. I couldn't believe the puck didn't go in. So to get one late in the game to tie it up, and obviously to get a great forecheck on the game winner was outstanding. So now we bottle that up, short-term memory, move on, get ready for the next game, Game 3 in Abbotsford.
Yeah, you weren't the only one who was surprised that some of those didn't go in, because you guys had some really strong looks.
That's,
And,
it's, you know what, you guys have been through it last 2 years, it's such a game of inches. You know, when you look back at when your season's done, whatever, you can just look at the wins and losses, and it's amazing. A half an inch just changes the outcome of a game, a series, right?
And just last one for me was, you obviously have one of the younger teams in the league, but just a lot of maturity in moments like this. Can you speak to what it was like for the younger guys?
Well, if you look at the kids, these important games, it's part of their development. So now we go to the next phase of that development, go on to game 3 in the next round, in this round.
Great win, Coach. So you guys kept continuing throughout the whole game. I didn't see you guys get down, even though you could have. After that first loss, something special that you might have said that carried them through this game?
3 words, short-term memory.
Short-term memory. All right.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself as you go up to Apperstar.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Great win, Coach. We'll get him up there. There were some chirps when you called timeout in the stands, though, after that second one. That's why
All right, we got Goose and Lodge up for you next.
What's up, guys? How we doing? Good win, guys. We could start with both of you if you take turns answering, but just the first 3 goals coming from the defensemen. And I know that the goal is to get pucks, bodies to the net, but I mean, those were just 3 bombs from you guys. And what was working tonight?
No, I think it was just the game plan a little bit, shoot more, get bodies in front, and I think, we just got rewarded for it tonight. But yeah, stuff we've been working on and part of our game plan.
Yeah, I mean, after last game, the first period we didn't have a lot of shots. Like you said, we made it a goal tonight to have more shots on net, and it helped out a lot.
There was 4 goals for them on the board, but I don't feel that you guys played to a point where they would have scored 4. Over the last month or so, the defense has really been tight and good in front of the goaltenders. Just what's working there for you guys? There's a good gel in there for your group.
Yeah, I think we've been playing well. Obviously, I think there's areas to work on still. They like to use the back of the net a lot, so we just got to be stronger in front of the net. But I do like our defensive game. I think everyone stepped up. So yeah.
Yeah, I think a part of playoff hockey too, playing tight, and we'll review some of those things, and yeah, just keep working towards next game and fix a few areas. But overall, I think all our pairings are playing well together, and we're used to each other. So.
Goose, I'll start with you. Those building throughout the night had some great energy, great noise. Those last 2 goals, though, kind of rekindled that excitement, those goosebumps that we've enjoyed over this run and the last 2 years for you personally, since you've been here throughout. Do you ever look at those banners when you go into a game like tonight and think of all those good memories, and does that lead you into this series personally?
I think it's a part of the culture, and we have a lot of pictures around the locker room and around this building, and it kind of just shows what we've done and what we want to do, and that's kind of the standard. And playoff hockey here, scoring goals at home, there's nothing better with our crowd, and especially when we score early and often. And to finish with the last goal too in overtimes, it's a special feeling here.
Max, I'll ask you, just going by numbers for up in Abbotsford, doesn't seem like this is not intended as a slight to them, but they don't draw particularly well. I mean, their first playoffs games, not huge crowds throughout the season. They're average like 4,500. Your experience playing there, if it's a tough place to play, or what the atmosphere is like?
Yeah, I mean, any place is tough to play, obviously, when you're on the road. But I don't think the crowd really for us is going to change much. We just got to stick to our game plan, stick with the guys, and I think we're going to be just fine up there.
Yeah, congrats. Max, I kind of want to ask a similar question about the expectations here. Obviously, you're new to this team this year, but of course the 2 Calder Cup runs. When you talk to fans, or is there an atmosphere around the team that's like, we expect to have a long playoff run, and does that add any pressure?
I don't think it adds any pressure. Obviously, it's great to see that the past 2 years these guys have gone on great runs. It's just a winning organization, which is great. So yeah, I think with the team we have this year, we're obviously a little younger, but we have a great team, and I'm really excited for the playoffs.
Thanks.
During warm-ups, there was a little kind of get together in the red line. So I guess you guys heard about that. Did you guys talk about that in the locker room before the game?
Yeah, I think we all noticed it.
we
Just
did.
set the tone a little bit, and we'll see these guys plenty more. So it's just a matter of kind of stepping up to the plate and matching their energy and stuff. And yeah, I think it got us going. We definitely rallied behind that, and Macker's fight too was
Yeah.
awesome to get us going. So
Yeah, that was huge.
yeah, we have guys stepping up in all sorts of ways, and that's what you need this time of year.
All right, thanks.
I was gonna ask you about McKinnon's fight. Are those ever like by design? Like you're like, okay, we got to get these guys in the game. We got to get our, fans in the game.
I think it helps, obviously. He does a great job, and it really got us going. Obviously, in the first period, we were buzzing. So he plays a big role when he's in the lineup. So it's nice to see him contribute.
All right, thanks guys.
All right,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go get them up there.
Yep.
guess I'll go first. Congratulations.
Thank
nice
you.
win. You think that that goal there was a little bounce back for the other night with Coco making his pass?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that was kind of fell into my lap there. I'm glad I got to put it in. I mean, I had tons of chances all night and just couldn't cash in. And I mean, I wouldn't change it for that.
It was obviously a roller coaster of a game. Does the way that it turned out and getting a win, does that propel you more than just a traditional win might have?
Yeah, obviously we're making it hard on ourselves here like we did in Calgary. We need to, when we get that lead, we need to learn to play with it and not kind of sit back. I mean, obviously we got the momentum now. We need to stay with that and carry it into Abbotsford. And if we keep playing the same way we did in the first and third there, we're going to look fine.
Right, and I just wanted to touch on the 3 goals in the first period all being by defensemen. What does that kind of do for you, the forward group, when you see that kind of production from them?
It's awesome. I mean, being able to have our defensemen be able to score 2 just helps us even more down the stretch. And with them helping us out, it just makes our job easier.
Jacob, I'm sorry, you good?
Yeah.
No worries. Some switches in the lineup tonight, some guys making their AHL playoff debuts, and then it ultimately led to you guys skating more in the third period and overtime, if not even longer. I asked Coach about that, and he's like, you guys want to skate more come this part of the season. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, when you're out there playing more, I mean, you're kind of into the game more when you're not sitting around. But, I mean, I feel like we've done a lot this year with Brandon, our strength coach, to be ready for this and be able to play more and be out there on the ice. So credit to him.
Going up to Abbotsford, your thoughts of their barn and the atmosphere and playing playoff hockey up there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a Canadian barn, so it's gonna be a fun one. They love their hockey up there. I mean, we just need to play the same way, play like we're at home, and I mean, it's just gonna feel even better getting it there.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. I mean, the Firebirds on the road this year, 3 more wins in the regular season than at home. So you guys have been just fine on the road. Can just extend that into the playoff season, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously you want to be good at home, but being good at away is obviously beneficial. And I mean, we just gotta take that and move forward and get some wins there.
We've talked a lot this year about the confidence of the group as some of the younger guys continue to grow right in front of us. But guys like Ty Nelson, Furcus, you see what they're doing in these big games. Thought they both played really well tonight. Just as a veteran and someone that's been around, just what is that? What do you see and what does that mean to the group?
Yeah, they're playing awesome. I mean, I know how I felt coming into last year. I mean, it's obviously it's a big adjustment coming in from junior, and you're playing against a lot of bigger guys, a lot of older guys. So the way they've adjusted, I mean, you can also add in Goyette, Rakoff that was in the lineup, Loshko, and all those guys. I mean, Yanni too. They're all helping our team win, and they're doing great.
Have you scored a goal that big in your professional career to that magnitude?
No, that's actually my first overtime win in junior and pro, so that one felt good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Came at the right time.
Yeah.
Great win. I guess my question to you is, will you spend a little bit of time celebrating tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we have till midnight, and then we got to flush that out and get on to the next games. I mean, you can't. Obviously, we need to build on that and remember how we played and kind of take that momentum in. But we can look on this win, just like if we lost tonight, we need to move on to the bigger things.
No, were you, obviously Ben made a great steal and pass to you. Were you surprised that the goalie was behind the nets and you had such an open shot? That seemed pretty open to you.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great goalie, but I mean, Henny was on that forecheck hard, and I was right there. So I mean, when you forecheck hard, it's hard for anyone to make a play. So, I mean, we didn't have that goal without Henny being on that forecheck that hard.
All right, thanks.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Great win, man.
Thank you.